What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to add 50 to 100 targeted leads per day on autopilot. So the real key to this is doing some research, and all you need is Facebook for this. So you can come here and actually just run a search. It could be something like real estate, and usually that will pop up a bunch of different groups like this. So this one's a group. Make sure it's a group. That's where we're going to try to find people. And you can also see how many posts per day just at a quick glance when you're doing this. And what we're going to do is actually go into these groups, and you can join the group. If it's a private group, you will have to join it. Some of them are public. So if it's a public group, you really don't even have to join. You can just come over to the members tab and do this same process. But what we're going to do is, once we're in these groups, there's a couple options. First and foremost, you want to add value in these groups. So post valuable content, strategies, and go real deep on a subject. People will just naturally gravitate to your profile. So like Brandon here, he posted this video. It's really cool of him actually going through a foreclosed property they just purchased. And when you do that, people are going to click through and check your profile out. So this is his group profile. From here, I can send him a message. I can see all of his badges inside of the group, his previous posts, recent activity, and I can also send him a friend request and view his main profile. So now we're on his main profile. He could actually benefit from taking this training because this dog picture is probably not doing too much for him. But if he has something going on, you can see he's already a freedom chaser, and it looks like he's getting into the kind of digital marketing, coaching, training space. So if he wanted to advertise something like that, he could put a cover photo up here. But you can see now I'm on his profile, and I'll just start scrolling to learn more about him. I can see he did another renovation right here, and he's really into real estate. So it's probably someone I'd want to connect with if I was trying to get into that space. So that's what you're going to do inside these groups. Go in, add valuable content, contribute to the group, and over time, people will just gravitate back to your social funnel that we set up in the previous video. Another thing you can do is, in addition to that, go to the members tab and start scrolling down here, because you'll see people in the group, and they'll usually have some information here. So we can tell Jessica's a realtor because she added that to her profile. A lot of people will be realtors in this group, or property managers, real estate investors, flippers, wholesalers, stuff like that. So we can tell all we need to know by just simply scrolling down this list. And if you see someone you want to connect with, you can send them a friend request from right here. So I'd recommend 50 friend requests per day of very targeted leads that you want to engage with. And then once you send them a request, they're likely going to check out your profile funnel that we've set up. Then your next job is to just post useful content and attraction marketing on your profile. Over time, that will lead to new relationships. The know, like, and trust factor will go up, and you'll get more business done on Facebook. So you can do that manually, and it's not too tedious of a process if you dial it down, like you do it in the morning, do a little bit at night or something. But if you really want to automate this, that's where one of our software comes into play. It's called Friend Connector, and it's just this little guy here. It's a Chrome extension, And what this does is you can enter some keywords here. So these keywords will look for those words down here that we're trying to find, and it will send a friend request to those people automatically for you. You can also send a message if you want to include one. You can have different messages for different reasons. But basically, once all this is set up, run it in the 5 to 10 minute range and add 50 to 100 people per day. And once you click run, this will just start running for you. And we'll go down and try to find people that match those keywords. So I set this for 30 seconds just for the demo. Once the message goes out, I'm going to cancel this because you don't really want to run it in that range. Otherwise, Facebook might flag you. 5 to 10 minutes should be pretty safe for you. But this allows me to automate my lead generation. So instead of me manually going into these groups where I know valuable people are that I want to connect with, I can actually have my software do it for me, and it'll initiate that cold outreach. Then I just got to focus on providing value and posting attraction marketing pieces on my profile funnel. So once they get that friend request in the initial message, they'll pop up in Messenger here. And from this point, I'll tag them with my CRM. So she's now a cold lead in my CRM system. And I can see how, at a glance, how many people are in each spot in my pipeline. I tag them as cold, regular, and hot leads, depending on interest level. Hopefully turning more people into customers over time. And I have some other labels here for different reasons. You can add as many labels or as few as you want. You can name them whatever you want. If I wanted to change this name, I would do that. I could change the color a little bit if I wanted to. And I also have message templates in here. So I can save all my messaging, all my images that I want to send right in one place. So any videos or links that I want to have right on hand will be available in Messenger. And then if I want to send them, I just pop open this little G icon and come in here. They're nicely categorized for me. And I would just send whichever one I would want to send. So another reason I like this is you can have notes. So if I go into Genius Messenger and find Shay, I can add a note right here. And just left her a note added from BP Group. So now I know she came from the Bigger Pockets Facebook group. And that will help me in future conversations. If we jump back in later, I can add any other pertinent info here. If they're a customer of a certain product, what we last talked about, name, email address, stuff like that, phone number if I have it. So all that'll be available for you. And if I want to, I can also schedule, sorry about that, follow-up notifications. So this little bell icon, I can enter a subject, email, pick a date and time I want to follow up along with my message. This is going to integrate with Google Calendar and iCalendar shortly. And also I can jump back into Messenger from anywhere. So say I X'd out of this, but say I was just on Google and I wanted to jump back into a conversation. I just come in here and click the send message button, and that opens me back up to our previous conversation. Then I can just jump back in and look at my notes. Okay, this is what we're talking about, and get right back to it. So these are the software that I use to stay more focused. You can start out with a simple spreadsheet and copy and paste that stuff right into the sheet, leave some notes for you, and all that good stuff. So that's what I used to do. And then we created these software tools to help me kind of automate and systemize my follow-up process. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Create a bookmark folder of all the Facebook groups that you plan to kind of engage in. I would limit it to about 10, maybe even 5 if you really want to focus in. And post in those groups consistently, add value, try to find people to start relationships with, partner up with, and over time you'll get clients, customers, and more sales just from Facebook. Hopefully that's helpful, guys. I'm going to give you some links to resources below. You can go ahead and jump in to either the manual route if you want to do the spreadsheet, or if you want to try these tools, I'm actually giving you a discount since you're in this course. I'm not charging the $97 fee. So message me below at the link and I'll honor that price. You'll get both tools free for 7 days, and both will be included without that additional charge. So hopefully that helps. We'll get into the next training, and I'll see you at the end of the course.